Hey guys, I know it's been a while since I've made a YouTube video. I have been very busy. I'm hoping to post more consistently when I have my apartment done. I just moved into a new apartment, so I'm in my living room right now. It's pretty decorated, but I'm not done with it yet. But I want to post more consistently soon. But as of right now, I'm just going to keep this short and sweet and give a little bit of an update on my New Year's resolutions. So for those of you who saw my video like 2 videos ago, you'll know that one of my New Year's resolutions was to finish my memoir. And I have now decided that I am not going to be writing my memoir right now. And I want to explain to you guys why. So, I do want to write my memoir one day, but I don't think it's time right now because as I was sitting down about 3 to 4 months ago, I found myself constantly thinking, like, why am I writing this? What is the point of this? I didn't know how I wanted to end it. It was driving me insane. I was trying very hard. And I felt pointless. And that never felt pointless before. It might have been stressful. I loved writing it though. I hated writing it, but I loved writing it. I love to hate to love writing it. And that's kind of like what it is to be a writer, I feel like. But at least found it meaningful. But I didn't find this meaningful anymore. It felt pointless. It felt exhausting. It felt like a chore. I didn't know how I wanted to end it. And over time, I started to realize that I think one of the reasons I didn't know how I wanted to end it, but I had an idea of how I wanted to begin it and how I wanted to tell it, was because how I want to end the story hasn't happened yet. Like, there's things I want to achieve that I want to include in the story. And don't get me wrong, like, surviving what I went through is a good enough story to tell on its own. I think it could be. But I want to tell more than that. Like, I'm not so much impressed by the fact that I survived what I went through as I am impressed by what I managed to preserve while surviving it. And I think if I achieved more in my life, that would be like a testament to some of those, I don't know, virtues or something, then that's really the story I want to tell. And I think that's why it feels like it's not time to write it yet. I'm not where I want to be in my life. And I'm not saying your life has to be perfect before you tell a story you went through. It's just that I have more to do in my life before I write my story. And I would get comments sometimes when I would tell someone I'm writing a memoir. They'd be like, "You're awfully young to be writing a memoir." And it would admittedly kind of annoy me. Because I just found it annoying that people think that if you're young, you couldn't have gone through something that was worthy of telling. And that held any kind of wisdom in it. And, sometimes, like, there's truth to that, but I also think that if I would have listened to them more, I would have understood maybe what they were saying. And I would have gotten to this place maybe a little sooner, but you have to learn what you do when you learn it. But I just wanted to let you guys know, like, I did feel a little embarrassed initially when I was going to write it, because I was like, or when I was going to tell this, when I was going to make this video, because I was like, I failed. I said I was going to do this thing and I didn't do it. But I don't see it as a failure anymore. It's not that I failed. It's not that I gave up. It's not that I said I was going to do something and then I didn't do it. I said I was going to do something, I tried it and realized it wasn't time. I didn't fail. I just realized it wasn't the time to do it. It's something I want to do one day still. Maybe in my 30s, 40s. I'm not really sure yet. But not right now. And I think I needed to try to write it in order to know this. So I'm thankful that I did that. I will say the other 2 New Year's resolutions I have, or I think I had 2 or 3 more, I'm still planning on doing. I want to have an album out by the end of this year. I originally put on my Facebook like October, but I think it's going to be more like around Christmas time. And I want to save a bunch of money, and I have been going to the gym. So I'm really happy with myself with that, and I think that I will achieve that. But as of right now, I won't be writing my memoir, and I won't be talking about it much, so don't expect to see that. But it's something I want to achieve one day, but I'm in my mid-20s now. It's time to go out in the world and explore and achieve things. So, yeah, thank you for listening.